What is up, YouTube? Barcalyze here with you. Today we're gonna do part two of that EzMil interview that we did a few days ago. This one is called Fil-Am, so it's FIL-am. If anybody knows what that means, please let me know in the comments. Rising star EzMil behind his music, culture, and dreams. That's the title of this interview. It is part two of the last one that we did. It is by SoJannelleTV. And I'll leave her link in the description so you guys can check out her interview. She's all about Filipino and interviewing Filipino families and get a culture and all that. So if you want me to check out other of her interviews, if you guys go to her channel and you like a video or something, if you want me to react to it, let me know down below. That being said, guys, we're gonna get right into this video. But before we do, please make sure you like the video. Please make sure you leave a comment down below. It's very, very important. Also, please make sure if you are new to subscribe to the channel. I have plenty EzMil reactions now. I can finally say I have plenty of them. I have plenty Tom McDonald's, Eminem, and soon enough we're gonna move on to more artists. Whoever you guys want me to listen to, basically, just leave your suggestion down below. I'll leave your name up here. During that suggestion, I'll shout you out. Leave your name up here. That being said, I do have my coffee with me as always, right over here, 24/7. Never leaves my sight. And we're gonna get right into this interview, part two, guys. Let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Talking to EzMil today on SoJannelleTV. I have been looking forward to this day to meet this.
By the way, let's dim the light a little bit. A little bright in here. There we go.
Young guy that was born and raised in the Philippines and moved to the States only 6 years ago and is now making waves.
Wait, hold on. So, wait. That's crazy to me. Why the whole time I thought EzMil was actually maybe not born and raised here, but raised here? I thought he went to high school here. He speaks English. His English is great. Not saying that Filipino English, I was told in the comments that you guys, that's like your second or third language. But he speaks like American, like no accent kind of English. I don't know. And he only moved here 6 years ago, 7 years. Well, this interview was a year ago. So I'm assuming 7 years ago. She's talking about 6 years ago. So now, after this interview, it's 7 years ago. So he's only been in the USA for 7 years. That's crazy.
And moved to the States only 6 years ago and is now making waves, having been signed by Eminem and Dr. Dre, two music icons in the genre of hip-hop and rap. Has it sunk in yet?
Little bit. A little bit.
As an immigrant, a lot of Filipinos migrate here. And in this show where we highlight stories of immigration and representation, be it, an actor in the Philippines who moved here and is working as a truck driver, or a college professor in the Philippines who moved here, eventually became one of the jewelry designers of Liz Taylor. We all go through the same struggles. I'm an immigrant myself, homesickness and culture shock and all that.
Props to anybody that decides to take that step forward at their country. They're not having fun. They're not enjoying it. They're having a bad time. And maybe those immigrants, they were having a bad time. And I'm sorry if I was in the middle of the video the whole time. I'll move back a little bit. But it's very tough living in different countries sometimes. A lot of people dream of moving to the US. Maybe not so much nowadays. It's rare to find people. I mean, of course, it's still popular enough for people to want to move here. But my family pretty much moved here. My dad worked his way to the US. Then he brought us here. And I didn't move to the US until I was maybe 8 or 9 or 10, maybe around that age. I'm 33 currently now, so maybe about 22 years old, 22 years ago, something like that. But sometimes it's difficult keeping up with the country, and then you want to come to the country of dreams and hope. That's what you hear about the United States. Living here, it's not as we say in Arabic, ubbaha. It's not as great as people make it out to seem. And I think that through social media now, the rest of the world are starting to see that the US is not actually as good as the people make it seem to be. But still, nevertheless, they have high-paying jobs. It's still a beautiful country. I love the U.S. You know what I mean? There's still, you can go anywhere from mountains to oceans, to beautiful oceans, to why, like it's crazy. It's crazy how there's different aspects of the U.S. that's beautiful. You know what I mean? But it's I always applaud people that are able to take that step forward. My main point. I'm always applauding people that are able to take that step, make that move. You're moving to a new country, like she said, culture shock. You're scared, you're worried, you're thinking about what am I gonna do? What is this? How is this gonna happen? And then they end up finding their way. And I'm proud of both of them, for SoJannelleTV and for EzMil, for coming to this country and being able to flourish. Let's go back.
Jewelry designers of Liz Taylor. We all go through the same struggles. I'm an immigrant myself, you know, homesickness and culture shock and all of that.
Right.
Moving here from Baguio, ano yung mga pinagdaanan mo?
Someone let me know Baguio. She said Baguio. Is that a nice place? Is that considered to be like a good neighborhood, a good city? Or is it one of the maybe not so good?
What were some of the struggles?
Sa totoo lang po, yun din yung sinabi niyo kanina, yung culture shock, yun po yung pinaka
Culture shock.
malaki.
Yeah.
Na
I found that to be big for me too. When I first moved, I remember as a kid going to school, like American kids and whatnot, and it was just like, wow. For me in my head, I was like, I feel like I'm living in a movie, because you see that in the rest of the world, you see that in movies. You see high school and middle school and all that stuff in movies, and you picture it to be the same way, and it kind of is the same way. It kind of, for the people that don't live in the U.S., whatever movies you've seen with that have colleges or high schools or stuff like that, it's pretty accurate depiction of what really goes on in middle schools and high schools and whatnot. So I thought myself, I was like, wow, what am I? You know what I mean? Like, this is like part of a movie. But the culture shock of it all as well too is just, you know, being Arabic, moving to a new country, just the language barrier, the just the entire culture of how they do everything here, the way they cuss, like in Arabic, like in, you know, it's very strict over there. You know, you can't really cuss, you can't do this, you can, and here you can do all that freely. You know what I mean? Looking at two, like a couple kissing on the, you know, on the side of the road or something. You know, I don't know why I chose the side of the road, to be honest, but that's what popped in my head. So just a couple kissing, for example, you would never see that in Jordan. So seeing that, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing that in front of my eyes. I've never seen that in my life. You know what? It must, now that I think about it, I think I might have moved here when I was like 10, 11 years old. It might have not been as early as 8, 9. It might have been 10, 11. I don't know why I don't remember, but it was around that age, between 8 and 11. But yeah, the culture shock for me was definitely as well overwhelming.
culture shock, yun po yung pinaka malaki.
What's number 2?
Na parang naranasan, tsaka I would say, kasi syempre ang dami mo nang parang napagdaanan sa kung saan ka lumaki, diba? Tapos like it's like this new world, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a new world. So
Yeah,
just that
exactly
alone,
like I
and,
said.
like the struggles, like just being, you know, us Filipino Americans or just Filipino.
Man, Easy didn't have no struggles. Stop lying. No, I'm just kidding. He probably had some struggles. I'm sure his family, like I said, his family moved here probably with little to no money. You know what I mean? And they were able to raise a kid. They were able to find a job. They were able to work and provide for their family. And look what it paid off. They got EzMil now. And EzMil, it's his turn now to take care of his parents, right?
And coming here to America, like, yo, you got a weird accent. And some of the racial.
Yes. Oh my God. I relate to everything that's going on here. The amount of people that would tell me, oh, you have an accent, you have an accent, you have an accent. And I used to take it personal for some reason. I don't know why, but I used to take that very personal when someone's like, oh, you have an accent. For some reason, I don't know why, I took it personal. Like, I would get angry at them. I'd be like, no, I don't. Even though I did. I definitely did. And I think I still do a little bit. Remember, guys, I was here as a little kid and I grew up here. I went to middle school here. I went to high school here. I went to college here. So obviously my English is going to get better. But I think now I still have a small little accent. And I'm proud of it. It's completely flip-flopped from back in the day. I used to take it personal to now I like to have an accent. You know what I mean? I want people to know, hey, this guy's not American, or not American. I'm American. Obviously, I have a passport and everything. I was just not born here, but this guy's Arabic. You know what I mean? I like that.
to America, like, yo, you got a weird accent, and some of the racial things that you like you just shrug it off, but at the end of the day, kind of like.
I forgot how nervous he was in this interview. To be honest, the last video his body language, it looked like he was so nervous. Look at his body language now. What was that move he just did? Look.
Like, you just shrug it off, but at the end
Look
of
at
the day,
this.
kind of like.
He's so nervous. I don't know if he's nervous or that's how he is, but he gives off this nervous, and that shocked me when I first saw the first interview. Go check it out. It shocked me because in his songs, he seems like the kind of guy that is outgoing and he talks a lot. And in his interviews, he seemed like a introvert, like he's to himself and nervous and shy, doesn't he?
Like, you just shrug it off, but at the end of the day, kind of like weighs on you. Like,
Yeah,
my accent's weird.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right.
What I just said, it kind of weighs
I
on
want
you.
to talk about that a little bit more. Discrimination. You've encountered that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And some are more subtle, di ba? Ano yun? May nare-recall ka aside from the accent, ganyan?
Man, yeah, I guess it's like, that's why at the time I said what I said in Panalo. Yeah, I have some memories about that, like, just like always the first days in school.
Yeah.
You get picked on.
Yeah.
Before he says anything about being picked on, yeah, you're getting picked on in a way, but it's more of they themselves are kind of. I feel like they themselves, the other kids, the American kids who have never left America, who have all they know is America, they themselves are curious to know. I feel like they're curious to know about. So it comes off. I feel like it comes off as racist, maybe, or racial, which it is. It's still categorized under racial. They're racially profiling me and whatnot. But deep inside, I know they were just. Now that I'm older, I know they were just curious. Now you have the different ones that would call me a towelhead, a terrorist, and this and that. That's different. That's completely being racist. But the ones that would be like, "Oh, you have an accent," like they were nice about it, like, "Oh, this and that," or like people now, like, "Oh, you have a thick beard," and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are just curious. You got to think. I got to put myself. You got to put yourself in their shoes. They've never seen an Arabic person before. You get what I mean? They've never in their lives once saw an Arabic person before. So obviously, when you see one, they're gonna be curious to know what is his accent. Why do you have an accent? Why do you have this? Why do you have that? You know?
Yeah, like getting picked on, but like I didn't let that sway me though. Like at the time, I just dealt with it because I was trying to make some friends. Like,
Right.
what?
How'd you deal with it? Laugh it off? Or...
Yeah, laugh it off and like call them names too. What the
Ganda. Gusto ko yun. Lumalaban ka.
Hell yeah,
like trying
bro.
to, tease them back.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't do
They say,
that.
"Oh, no."
I didn't really do that much. I would cuss them out in Arabic, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I slowly became friends with a big group of people in middle school. I somehow just became talkative. I became more outgoing and whatnot, and slowly I think they just started accepting me. The people that weren't, and remember, I moved here around the time 9/11 happened. So imagine how difficult it must have, it was for me. And I can't sit here and say, "Oh my God, it was difficult" and all that, because I mean, honestly, it was just words. A lot of it was just words, but just constantly hearing it, like you're a terrorist, you're this, you're that, just because someone that's not even from my country did something to the U.S. doesn't mean my country is racist, or it doesn't mean, or not my racist, but a terrorist. It doesn't mean that I'm a terrorist. It doesn't mean just because someone is one race, it doesn't make them because someone else from that race did something. Just because there's American, school shooters, it doesn't make all Americans school shooters. You get what I mean? That's exactly my point when it comes to the whole 9/11 thing. Just because that dumbass idiot hit the buildings and plotted against the U.S. and all that and killed thousands of people, it doesn't make all Arabs bad, you know?
Yeah, just something like that.
Right. But that's what I like about you now, and that's what people
I keep looking at my viewfinder, guys, because I realized it wasn't my battery that was dying. It's my video, my camera only gives me a small amount of time to record. It gives me like 25, 30 minutes at a time. And some video options is only 20 minutes. So if you get a cut, that's probably because my camera stopped recording, and I started a new video, and I'll just put them together. I thought it was my battery the entire time this last week, but I finally played around with my camera and I figured what it was. So if you see a cut, that's why it was. Why that's why the cut was there.
Yeah, just something like that.
Right. But that's what I like about you now, and that's what people see in you too. You can sing and rap in Tagalog, and now you can sing and rap in English.
Tagalog.
I don't hear
So it's
the
called Tagalog. It's called Tagalog. I don't know why in my head it was Tagalog. When I read it, people told me in the comments. I always read it as Tagalog. So it's Tagalog. What is it? What did she say?
You can sing and rap in Tagalog, and now you can.
Tagalog. I gotta remember that. Tagalog. Tagalog. So the second A, Tagalog. So the second A is okay.
Sing and
Tagalog.
rap in English. I don't hear the accent.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So for immigrants that are watching right now, and you've
She still has
inspired
an accent.
so many, and you continue to inspire a lot, what would be your maybe top 3 advice for them on how to survive and how to thrive dito sa Amerika?
Stick to your core.
Good.
That's one. Don't forget your roots. That's 2. 3,
Yeah.
just keep being you.
I'm proud of my roots.
Stay yourself. Because, like, remembering the first 2 lessons that you just remembered, that's going to amplify your confidence when you just go about life. That's all I can say.
Words of wisdom.
Listen, words of wisdom, as you said, from a young man. You can't, you know what I mean? That's very smart of him. A lot of people with questions like that would buckle and would stutter and wouldn't know what to say. EzMil came back at him.
When you just go about life. That's all I can say.
Words of wisdom from EzMil. Parang rap na rin. How poetic, no? Pinractice mo yun.
Medyo.
We'll be back
What does
with
she
more
say?
Looking Forward with EzMil. That's when we return. Don't go away.
Oh, that's when we forward a little bit. Jubilee. Oh, they're back already.
I could go on and on talking to EzMil. Unfortunately, we have a time limit for airtime, right? But guess what? We have longer, fuller versions of what you see on TV available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SoJannelleTV. We also have exclusive social media content only on our YouTube channel, as well as on our Facebook page and on our Instagram.
So is that a TV channel, or is she on a channel but then they have a YouTube channel? Because the YouTube channel only has 9,000 subscribers. So is she on TV? Is she predominantly on TV?
At SoJannelleTV. Thank you so much for making
I'm
time
sure
for
it's.
us.
I mean, it has TV on it.
Easy.
SoJannelle
so far we've traced
TV.
your background, your history, and then we've talked about your music. We've talked about your immigrant journey. Looking forward now. So you're living the life that so many people dream about. You're getting paid to do what you love.
Right.
You're rubbing elbows with music legends and icons. Nakakakilig, diba? Is there
He's so
anything
excited,
else
man. He looks so
that
excited.
you would like to achieve?
I would like to achieve, man. See, look. I mean, I tried at things, right? Me going to college, you know, me trying to join the Air Force when I came here, you know, just being an immigrant. So, I would say for me, like, I just.
By the way, where is he from in the U.S.? Like, where did he move to? Where do they live? You know, is he? Because he has kind of like a New York accent, a little bit, from what I can tell. Just listening to him this last couple interviews, he just seems to have a New York accent. Does he live in New York or does he live somewhere else?
I'd like to see people that, like, you know, that follow me, like, through my music too, just to do the things. I'd like to see them do the things that I wasn't able to do. Yeah.
Like, what are those things that you still want to do? Like, if you had, like, top 3.
Okay,
ano
okay.
yun? Air Force? Joining the Air Force?
So why the Air Force? Because I wanted to be an astronaut.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
If you hadn't been a singer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
what else?
Like, why architecture? Like, rebuild my hometown. Kind of, yeah.
Which hometown in Olongapo?
Olongapo, yeah.
Okay.
Because like when me and my
Olongapo.
girl went to
So he's from Olongapo. Someone like to ask you before where SoJannelle is from. Someone let me know where he is. It nice where he lived in Philippines?
Hometown in Olongapo.
Olongapo.
yeah.
Okay.
Because like when me and my girl went to Hawaii, I was like, yo, this kind of like, parang nakikita ko yung Olongapo in the future. But like when I saw Hawaii, yeah,
Right.
something like that.
Master
Sheldon,
planner
down.
pala.
Sheldon.
Pwede.
Down.
Pwede
Down.
pa rin. You can still be an architect at any age. And then you can also sing while you're drawing your master
True.
plan, diba?
True.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, astronaut, architect, any third ambition?
Third, man,
Where he slapped the side of the chair.
I don't know.
Look at that.
Third,
Astronaut, architect, any third ambition?
third, man.
I can't tell if he's nervous or if that's how he is. I really can't.
I don't know.
Right.
I
So
don't know.
two. Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Well,
Expect the unexpected.
what about being Filipino? What do you think are the attitudes or traits of you being Filipino that will propel you even further, push you even more to succeed here in the music industry in the U.S.?
Good question.
Resilience and hospitality. That's major to me, you know, those two, because without resilience, I don't feel like you can make it very far if you don't want to, like, you know, put in the work. So, and it's like with
True.
go to the streets as well. Like, if you ain't hospitable, like, how you gonna sell, you know? Like, and how you gonna garner people to come in your, like, you know, circle to do what you doing as well, you know, at the time, like for me. So I would say those two codes I would imply.
Right. As you raise the flag, pag tataas mo ng Philippine flag dito sa Amerika, may parallelism with a Filipino brand also that came from the Philippines and is thriving here in the US, celebrating their 25th anniversary here in North America, Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
May legacy ang Jollibee eh. That's resilience. That's putting the Philippines also on the map when it comes to the food industry, right? Ikaw, anong legacy ang gusto mong iwanan?
I mean, I don't know why anybody would think that the Philippines is not on the map. Philippines has been on the map for a long time. I've known about the Philippines. It's one of the few countries that I knew about as a kid. I knew United States, England, you know, as a child, you grow up, and especially in Jordan, where I'm from, in the Middle East, you grow up to know a few countries as a kid, and then obviously you go to school and you start learning. But I knew you automatically know about United States, you know about England, you know about Spain maybe, you know about, what else? Philippines, 100% is one of them. You know about China, Russia. Those are the big country names that you always hear about. Japan. India, you hear of those countries. And Philippines has always been on the map. Always been on the map, Philippines.
You're too young to leave a legacy, but, you know,
Man, what kind? I don't want to die yet. But like, legacy, man.
at this point, pag nasabi nilang, syempre, pag Jollibee, Chicken Joy.
Yeah.
Pag EzMil, anong gusto mong maisip nila?
If you follow me with, like, through the music, like, that's all I hope I could, like, you know, leave with you, is to be resilient. But other than being resilient and angsty all the time, you gotta also be hospitable. You feel me? So the duality of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heard that?
Which brings me to my last question. Your new album, Duality. Go ahead, invite the viewers. What do you want them to see? Who should get your album? Who should listen to it?
Everybody. You should get it right now. Duality.
Duality. I need to listen to that album. I really need to. I might have, I think, heard a couple songs from that album, reacted to it. So I want to. Does he have like a playlist? Does he have a playlist that says Duality? I don't know. I might have to check it out after this video, though.
The Redux out right now on all platforms. Yes.
Plug
please
it.
Listen.
Plug it.
Leave a review, a like, a hate, a comment, a subscribe, or unsubscribe. I don't give a damn. Thank you.
What are you most proud of about this
I
this
like the
album?
song.
The reason why, like the
The
Redux.
one that was playing
what
in the
do you-
background right now. I
Subscribe.
played that song like at least 15 times after I reacted to it.
Review, a like, a hate, a comment, a subscribe, or unsubscribe. I don't give a damn. Thank you.
What are you most proud of about this this album?
The reason why, like the Redux happened, yeah. So at first it was the original version of Duality. It lets the viewers and listeners like spectate upon a side that I locked away for a very long time, and I let it awaken a little bit at the start of the first version of Duality. And within all the things that happened after that, like, you know, the blessing happened. So
right.
that's why the Redux and get it, right?
And it's October, Filipino-American History Month, and you better catch Easy perform live.
Oh yes,
I have
gonna
48
be at
seconds,
SOBs
guys.
in New York. Yes.
Jasmine.
I have 48 seconds. I finally put it up on my screen so I'm able to see it. Before I wasn't able to see how many minutes or seconds I have left to record. I have 35, 34, 33 seconds. So in about 30 seconds, you're going to see a cut. It's going to take you maybe like a split of a second to see that cut. But for me, it's going to take me a couple minutes just to reset everything and whatnot. That being said, let's keep going on.
In concert series.
Right. What she said.
How do you prepare for a live performance or live concert?
Ooh, a lot of rehearsing.
All right, guys, we are back. We are back. I'm sorry for this quick cut that you just saw, but we are back. I did go back about 5-10 seconds. Let's go back a little more just so we can catch up on where they were.
How do you prepare for a live performance or live concert?
Ooh, a lot of rehearsing.
Excuse
But
me.
also like choosing your downtimes well, to not like to be too invested on
You see my dog?
like the
You see my dog down here? Looking up at me? Look at him. Look at his nose. Look at his small little nose. Sheldon, what are you looking at? What do you want? Treats? You want treats? You see his head? Sheldon. Shit, my coffee, Sheldon. Sheldon, do you want treats? Treats? Alright, let's get back to the video.
choosing your downtime.
Listen, no matter if my dog is in my room, he's always gonna sit right next to me. No matter what I'm doing, he's always gonna come sit right next to me. He's a loyal one. He's a small little loyal one. But yeah, if I lock the door, not lock the door, but if I shut the room door, then he'll just start pawing at it and all that. He always wants to be next to me.
Times well, to not like to be too invested on like the thought of what you're gonna do on stage.
Yeah,
Because I feel like a
let it happen natural.
lot of the things that comes to with this game is like you just gotta be genuine, you know, feel the moment, and like sometimes you let loose, and you know, my people we say like you gotta chill a little bit.
What, too intense?
Yeah, I get a little too intense.
That's similar to what I try to do here is you want everything to be as raw as possible. I just get back from work, I turn on the camera, I put on what I want to watch or react to, and I turn on my screen recorder, you know what I mean? I work out the dimensions of what I'm going to record and all that whatnot, and I get right to the recording, right to the reaction. I don't research the song, I don't do any researching or listens to the songs or interview before I do them. I just let it go, and whatever comes out of me, comes out of me. If I'm quiet that day, I'm quiet that day. If I'm talkative that day, I'm talkative that day. Whatever it takes over me during my reactions is what takes over me. But I'm not gonna sit there and prepare for it like a lot of reaction channels. Believe it or not, guys, 95% of the reaction channels that you see out there, they prepare for their music. They prepare for Eminem breakdowns. Because I don't know, it just makes no sense the amount of stuff they catch. Some of them catch every single bar. Like bars that goes over anybody's head, they'll be able to catch it. A lot of people will be able to catch, like, it just makes no sense. In one listen, for you to catch all that, it just makes no sense. And they claim to be, I respect the people that say, hey, listen, I prepared for this. I listened to it once. Now we're just going to break it down. That's understandable. I respect that. But for people to come up there and be like, all right, guys, let's react to the song. First time listen, guys. First time reaction. Which is at the end of each of my title. You have to put that for clicks. You know what I mean? But they claim they reacted and then they prepped for like 2 hours before the damn song they prepped, you know? Makes no sense. Just come on back, turn on the camera, start reacting, and whatever your brain does, whatever your body does, that's what you go with.
And I run out of breath on stage, yeah. And then now, like, I just gotta chill and have a good time. That's like all I think about. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Message for your fans in closing.
Musta sa inyong lahat? Oh, si EzMil nandito sa mga interview kasama si Ate Jannelle. Thank you sa lahat na nanonood ngayon. Peace out. Goods.
All right. We will end on that note. I must say thank you for calling me ate at hindi tita. Okay? Thank you for joining us today. Again, if you missed any of our previous segments today on the show or any of our previous editions of the show, you can catch us online at SoJannelleTV, especially on our YouTube channel. And of course, on TV, TFC, ANC,
oh, they are.
20.
See, they are on TV. She just said it. I kind of figured earlier. Because I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, SoJannelleTV, and that has TV in it and whatnot. So it is a TV channel. It is on a TV.
5.1, also on demand, I1 TFC. I'll see you again next week, same time, same channel. I'm your host, Jannelle So, and this has been SoJannelle.
Word.
So guys, this was the interview done by SoJannelleTV and EzMil. We have reacted to both sections, or both. Why am I'm always forgetting words, man? I'm always forgetting words. Parts. So this was part 2 for both of us, for just SoJannelleTV and for me as well. We did part 1 together. We did part 2 now. Now let me know which interview I should react to next. By the way, I have not done the Wish interview yet. Relax, I will do it. I promise you I will do that JannelleTV, or I'm sorry, I was just reading it right now. The Wish TV or Wish Bus reaction, I am gonna do it 100%. I'm just waiting for the right time. I feel like the Wish Bus TV is very recent, I think, right? Isn't it a recent one maybe? If not, if it's like 2 or 3 years ago, I'll do it. I'll be more than happy to do it. So let me know down below how old it is, and what interview to react to next. If you think there's a good interview I could react to that's like less than 25 minutes, you know what I mean? Or in parts, it's like divided into parts, or maybe I can divide a long interview into parts. Let me know down below. That being said, also subscribe if you're new. Sorry for this long video. It is only a 13 minute video, and I made it into a damn 30-minute video, but thank you so much for joining me anyway, for taking the time watching me. You could be doing literally anything else, but you decided to chill with me, relax with me, and watch this interview together, so I appreciate you so much for that. Thank you to all of you that leave comments, that subscribe, that like the video. I appreciate you so much. And we hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're at 1,020 subscribers right now. So I'm very thankful to each and every single one of you guys. Just remember that. And I remember all the day ones. Everyone that's been leaving comments from day one, since I had like 450 subscribers or less. I still know who you are. I see you every day. I see you in every video almost. So thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And to you guys that are new, just make sure you leave comments down below. Hit the like button. Always stay engaged with the channel. You have no idea how much all that helps us out. And that being said, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Let me know down below what you want me to react to next, and I will see you soon. Take care and peace.